Summon Ninja Online, guys, and welcome to What Remains of Edith Finch. This game kind of just starts as soon as you turn it on, so that was interesting to say the least. So anyways, though, I've never actually played this game before. I've never seen anything on it. It just caught my eye on Steam like most others do, and I decided to get it. I think it's one that I just picked up straight away. I think I had a coupon for it, and I was talking to one of my friends, and this was yesterday. My voice is going. This was yesterday, so the day before. Sorry, this was yesterday of the recording. Why does that seem odd to me? I don't know. The way I want to phrase this isn't coming out the way it is. Anyways, though, the day before this recording, there we go. I was talking to my friend, and he said he played it. He said it was a super short game, but it was super fun. So I'm really looking forward to this. Basically, it's like a really story-rich game. That's all I really know about it. I'm looking to get into this, and like I said, I think I mentioned this. It's super short, so hopefully, you know, it's going to be a really good experience. I think it's going to be more of like Infra, but in its own little way. Just give me 1 second here. I'm going to turn on my ceiling fan in my living room, and then we're going to crack right into this. Alright, had to turn that on because I could feel it was getting hot in here. So this game really doesn't say much about anything. It just kind of started.
A lot of this isn't going to make sense to you, and I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to start at the beginning, with the house.
Alright. This must be the house.
I lived here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms.
Doesn't really look like a house. It looks more like a tower.
Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately.
Nah, we'll leave those there.
I hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral. In her will, my mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked. Maybe she thought I'd know. Or she thought that the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
So it looks like we already have a choice. Do I want to go left or do I want to go right? We'll go down this way, I guess. I don't know if there is. I don't really know if that is a choice, and like, I don't know if it's going to affect anything.
The truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it. But now I had questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to.
This is
The woods around the house have always been uncomfortably silent. As if they're about to say something, but never do.
pretty nice so far. I see these missing posters on the ground. I don't know what that means. Well, that means someone's missing, duh. No, but like, I don't know if that's... It's obviously in some kind of particular relevance to this story. I don't know why I said it like that. That was really obscure. And it looks like the path didn't really matter, like I said.
The house was exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it.
But it's cool it gave us a choice. That's one really nice house. Oh my god. Can you imagine living in a place like this? Jesus.
As a child, the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words.
Yeah, I wonder why. It's big as fuck. Some
Now,
foresty mansion.
As a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house.
This game better not turn into fucking layers of fear real quick.
I hoped the key might unlock the front door. It didn't. Looking in, I felt like the house itself had been waiting for me.
Well, if the key's not to the front door, let's go see if there's a back door or side door or something. There's a window there. Garage. Nice wind chimes. She really just went through the fucking...
Crawling through the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11.
That's hilarious. Go ahead and flip that on.
The power had been turned off the night we left.
Gotcha. Well, it's a good thing it's not pitch black in here. Kind of has a nice atmosphere for being abandoned. I kind of got Finding Nemo vibes from that.
For the first time in years,
2010.
I felt like I was home.
Damn.
Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth.
Yeah, this house is really fucking cluttered. Oh my god. Also, it's a funny thing. I was looking for subtitles in the options, and there was no option for subtitles. So I was like, oh, okay. But there was like an audio option for dialogue. I see why there was no subtitles now. It's because it's mandatory. Non-optional.
Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house.
I like the Bigfoot
Mom always
background
told me
there.
to stay out of the basement, so I wasn't too surprised when the key didn't fit.
I didn't even know that was the basement. I thought it was a little supply closet. Realize now that there was a door, or stairs there, rather.
The table was still a wreck from the night we left.
Okay, so why did you guys leave?
It was like a bomb had gone off, killing everyone but sparing the furniture.
Kind of my first question. It's pretty creepy. Something there? I think there's something there.
My mom was the only one of us who could imagine Great-Grandma Edie living in a nursing home.
I'll look around the kitchen a little bit before I head up the
Instead
stairs.
of a family, there were just memories of one.
You know what I forgot to do? Classic Josh. I forgot to check the time I started
After
recording.
Lewis started working at the cannery, we all got pretty sick of salmon. Except our cat, Molly.
I'm gonna take a wild guess though.
Only one restaurant would deliver to our house. We had Chinese a lot.
Imperial Palace. No, I mean, there's nothing wrong with Chinese food. Well, I think we looked at most things. Let's check out that little study. It's a music box.
A lot of things got left behind in the whirlwind of that last night.
Why is that door... Oh my god, look at this.
Edie told me once that every Finch who ever lived is buried somewhere in the library.
Wow. I guess upstairs we go.
After Milton disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms. Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes.
But like, where did they sleep if the bedrooms were sealed?
I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room. I think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up.
It's a nice room.
Lewis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him.
20,000 leagues under the sea. Oh, God.
Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets. Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of. From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me. Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan. But I had no idea what was behind that door. Just like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead.
Saving. I don't know if I should have checked out the other rooms first or
I grew up
not.
looking at Molly's room through the peephole. Molly's gerbil had a tiny bedroom with its own even tinier gerbil cage.
That's awesome.
Being inside for the first time, I felt like I'd stepped behind a painting.
Oh, can't go in the closet or whatever that is. Assuming it's a closet.
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat. My Halloween candy was all gone. The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it.
It's a bathroom.
I kept eating and eating.
She's gonna eat the toothpaste? Oh my God.
I ate a lot of things that night.
I don't know if those are holly berries or not. They are. You're not supposed to eat them. Pretty sure
Then
not.
I heard chirping outside my window.
Pretty sure you're not
It
supposed
was
to
a
eat holly
barn
berries.
swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her. And suddenly, I was a cat.
Oh my God. What the hell? What do I do with this new power?
I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared.
Also, like, this game just didn't tell me what to do, so I just had to guess. Hey.
I jumped and I almost got her.
I lost sight of her. There she is.
I could tell she was getting really tired. Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird. I gobbled her up. And suddenly, I was an owl. First, all I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass.
This is pretty awesome. God damn.
Rabbits. I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons. I swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit. Then I flew off to find something bigger. A mama rabbit. She was almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating. And suddenly, I was a shark.
I guess I was probably supposed to do stuff there, huh? I'm stuck. Go on. Go on. You can do it.
I rolled off a cliff and into the ocean. Now, I was hungrier than ever. I wanted fat, juicy seals.
Damn. Oh, there he is. I'm like, I lost sight of him.
I tore off her flipper, and it tasted really good.
There she is. I don't know where she went. I don't think I've ever played a game where you're a shark.
That's on tight. When I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water.
So that's a lie. I
When
played
I
Shark
opened
Tale
my
before.
eyes, everything had changed. Now I was a monster and I smelled people everywhere.
I thought we were an octopus, but okay.
I was big, but I moved real quiet.
Trying to maneuver my way up these stairs here. This shit's weird. I don't know what the fuck we just got
I wanted
into.
to
but-
stop, but also I didn't. Passenger, I was still hungry. And to cross the water, I swam something new. Something I had to have, so I swam towards it. I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
This is weird.
I got closer and closer.
It was her.
all of my stomach started growling. And suddenly, I was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to feed, and we both know I will be delicious.
The fuck? Yo, this is weird.
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have.
Okay, so we're trying to fill out this book, I guess, obviously. So I gotta find all these stories then, huh? Alright. Oops. I didn't mean to get out here, but okay.
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly. I spent a lot of time in Great-Grandma Edith's room. When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't.
First thing I noticed was the flag.
One summer, they evacuated the island, but Edie refused to go. For a few weeks, she was a celebrity. I hadn't thought of myself as Edith Jr. for a long, long time. Edie gave a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was furious. Louis died a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him. Edie knit me a new pair of gloves every year, just in time to replace the old ones. Her room was like a museum. For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune and misfortune. Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johan. On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind.
My dude took his house? Oh my god.
40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea. Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island. Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery. His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house. Whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways.
Well, that was a little bit more interesting than the last. Well, sorry. Didn't mean it like that.
Even in her 90s. Sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
That was a little less exciting? I don't know. Oh my god, look at this bathroom.
The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife, Kay, left on the house was the pink bathroom.
What a fucking horrendous
It was a pretty big
bathroom.
trace.
Oh my god, look at the floor! That's so gross. There's a secret in this bathroom by Sven and Edith Finch. Oh god. I don't know if I want to read this.
There's a secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
Oh my god.
Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
This house is crazy with all its secret passages and shit. Fort Calvin. Fort Sam. Command center on that side.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin. And that he never talked about him. I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it.
Didn't know if I was supposed to be actually trying to swing
My
here
brother
or
said
what.
he'd die before he ate another mushroom. And he did.
Truth, mushrooms are gross.
At Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
Oh god.
Sam! Calvin! Dinner's ready! Coming!
But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it.
Oh god.
I told him going around was impossible. Maybe if I hadn't said that,
Calvin! I'm not gonna tell you again!
maybe if the wind hadn't picked up, then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it. I think he'd already made up his mind. That's what I want to remember about my brother.
Oh, this is giving me like, not even vertigo, this is making me so fucking anxious. Oh my god.
The day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
Holy fuck. I don't think I've had an experience like that with a game for a fucking while. That's just wild.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
Okay, that was Calvin's story, so Sam's story must be in
After
here
the
too, right?
funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room.
I would think anyways. I
Mom
didn't
said
see it.
Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
Okay, I can hit the keys. I didn't know that. Makes things a little bit easier. I was using the mouse this entire time. I can just use the keys then.
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies. Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star.
That makes sense as why there was a Bigfoot in the music box.
Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch. As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror.